Hi class! Okay, let's continue answering our handles on taxation on individuals. So far, puro theory pa lang na-discuss natin. So sa 2 meetings natin, yung first meeting, we studied general principles. And then yung second meeting natin, more on theory on individuals. Okay, so for today, syempre, tuturuan ko kayo kung paano mag-compute naman ng tax for individuals. Syempre, taxation yung subject natin, dapat magaling din kayo mag-compute. Okay? So I'll try my best na ma-simplify yung computation pagdating sa taxation on individuals. Alright? So, individuals. Ayan. Individuals. Alright. So, first off, you have to know that for individuals, they are basically subject to basic income tax. Okay? Final withholding tax. And capital gains tax. Alright. Di-discuss natin in-depth yung 3 na yan, no? Pero mag-focus muna tayo on the basic income tax. Okay? So, for basic income tax, ito yung gusto kong gamitin yun na framework. Okay? Whenever you're answering taxation related to individuals. Kasi, ito yung challenge ng mga students, no? Pag may question na sa tax, hindi mo alam kung saan ka magsisimula. Okay? So, kaya tuturuan ko kayo kung paano yung mas madaling way kung paano mo i-approach ang isang problem pag taxation ng individuals. Okay? So, step by step to. No? Number 1, yung first step na gagawin mo kapag it's related to individuals, basic income tax muna tayo. No? Step number 1 is, tingnan mo muna yung classification of the individuals. Okay? So, last meeting, na-discuss na natin ito in-depth. When I say classification of the individual taxpayers, pwedeng ano yan? Pwedeng resident citizen, okay? Non-resident citizen, resident alien, or non-resident alien engaged in trade or business, or non-resident alien not engaged in trade or business. Okay? Why is it important? Huh? Why is it important? Because we know hindi lahat yan taxable globally. Okay? Alin dyan yung taxable within and without the Philippines, or taxable sa Philippines and income abroad, yung resident citizen. Okay? So the rest of the classifications, taxable lang sila sa kinita nila in the Philippines. Okay? Siyempre, if the problem is silent, you assume that yung problem is, or the individual is, a resident citizen. Okay? Yeah, assume natin na taxable siya within and without the Philippines. Okay? So number 1 is, identify mo muna ano yung classification of the individual. Hindi natin di-discuss yan kasi na-discuss natin yan in-depth last meeting. Step number 2, very important. Okay? Tingnan mo muna kung ano yung source of income of the particular individual. Very important, source of income. Pwedeng 3. Okay? Number 1, pwedeng compensation income. Okay? Compensation. Kumikita siya through compensation. Pag sabi mong compensation, ibig sabihin yan, employed yung individual na yan. Okay? Nag-work siya sa isang company as employee. Okay? So, merong employer-employee relationship. So, meron siya salaries, meron siyang wages. Okay? Ang tawag natin doon is compensation income. Okay? Pag sabi kong compensation, again, employed yan, employee yan. Okay? Second source of income, okay, is, ano ba yung pwede? Paano makikita as individual? If hindi ka papasok sa isang kumpanya, ano pa pwede mong gawin? Mag-set up ka ng business. Okay? So, business or pwedeng exercise of profession. Okay? Ano ba example ng business? So, for example, nagtayo ka ng gym. Okay? Fitness center. Okay? And then, pinapalabas mo dun yung Sir Brad Pitt channel habang may nagbubuhat dun. Okay? Pwedeng business yun. Tama? Pag profession naman, pwedeng, let's say, CPA ka. So, nagre-render ka ng CPA services, tax services, or let's say, lawyer ka, legal services naman. Okay? Pag dentist ka, dental services. So, exercise of profession. Magkasama sila because magkamukha lang yung tax sa kanila. Okay? So, later, papakita ko sa inyo kung paano yung taxation sa kanila. Okay? And then, third source of income is what we call mixed income. Okay? When you say mixed income, obviously, pinagsamang compensation and business or profession. So, for example, baka marami kang kilala nito. Nagtatrabaho 8 to 5 or 9 to 6 sa office. Okay? So, compensation income yun. Pag uwi sa bahay, may isa pang racket. Okay? Baka may business siya. Okay naman, nag-online selling. Okay? Or, ano, basta may, ano siya, tawag sa kanya is mixed income earner. Alright? Dito siya, mixed income earner siya. So, sources of income, number 1 is compensation. Okay? Ito works sa isang company as employee. Second is business or practice, so exercise of profession. Third one naman is mixed. Okay? Sir, bakit important yan? Because may, may kanya-kanyang taxation yan. Okay? Pag compensation yung kinikita mo, purely compensation, ang gagamitin mo dito is the tax table. Okay? The graduated income tax table. So, ano ba yan? May pinost ako sa Facebook group natin. No? So, check nyo muna yun. Link siya dun sa G-Sheets natin. Kung makikita nyo dun, yung sa first part nun, meron nakalagay na yung number 1, nakalagay basic income tax, graduated income tax table. So, ito na yung updated. Okay? Di ba dati may old kasi before the train law. Ito na yung train law. Okay? Kung makikita nyo dito, yung 0 to 250,000, 0% yung tax. Okay? And then, ayan, may mga bracketing yan. And then sa dulo, 8 million and above. Tama? So kung makapansin nyo, ano na siya ngayon? Dati kasi 5 to 32% yung old table. So ngayon, ano na siya? 0 to 35%. Okay? So basta important dito, 0 to 250, exempt ka. Okay? So kapag nag-earn ka ng purely compensation, salary, okay, as employee, itataksan ka using the tax table. Okay? Sino magko-compute ng tax mo? Si employer mo. Okay? Siyempre, ikaw yung mag-shoulder ng tax. Pero ang mag-withhold dun sa BIR, si employer mo. Okay? So, ano siya? Ang tawag natin doon pag nag-file yun, substituted filing. So, next time, later pa, di-discuss natin siya. Pag nagdi-discuss na tayo ng withholding tax. Pero yun yung compensation income. You will use the graduated income tax table. Okay? Pag naman business or exercise or practice of profession, ano siya? Titingnan mo muna yung gross sales or receipts. Okay? Plus other operating income. Okay? Other operating income. Okay? So, computin mo muna yung gross sales or receipts plus other operating income. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng gross sales? When you're selling products, tama? Ang tawag doon, alam na sa accounting, sales, di ba? Gross sales. When you're selling services naman, so applicable siya sa profession, tawag naman natin doon, gross receipts. Okay? Pero ito yung nakakalimutan usually ng mga students. Madami nagkakamali dyan. Hindi nila na-add yung other operating income. So, ano ba yung other operating income? O, alam natin sa accounting, di ba? Pag other income, ibig sabihin, hindi siya aligned dun sa main line of business ng business. Okay? Other income pinapresent yun. Tama? So, ganun sa tax, i-add mo yung gross sales or receipts and other operating income. Kumbaga, kung i-analyze mo yan, parang pagsamasamahin mo lahat ng na-receive mo for the whole taxable year. Okay? And then, check mo yan if, okay, dalawa yan. Pwedeng less than or equal to 3 million or greater than 3 million. Okay? So, yun yung next step, ha? Check mo. Okay? How much ba yan? Pag less than or equal to 3 million, merong option si individual. Number 1 is, pwede siyang gumamit ng tax table or pwede siyang gumamit ng 8% income tax rate. Okay? Option yan, kaya or. Okay? Option ng individual yan. Yung 8% na yan, tandaan mo, it's in excess of 250,000. In excess of 250,000. Ano ba yung 250,000? Yun yung nasa income tax table. Yung kanina sinabi ko na 0 to 250, 0%. Okay? Tandaan mo yan, ha? So, pag less than or equal to 3 million, may option si individual taxpayer na gumamit ng tax table, okay? Or 8%. Okay? So ano siya? Siyempre, if ikaw yan, pipiliin mo kung saan ka mas makakatipid sa tax, di ba? Yan, actually, pwede mo siyang i-advise sa mga kilala mo. Let's say, sa tita mo, for example, meron siyang business, okay? Hindi nag-earn ng, sa buong year, let's say, nag-earn lang on the average, 2 million, or yung gross niya is 2 million, 2.5. Sabihin mo, pwede ka pala tita gumamit ng tax table or 8%. Tama? Pero take note, yung tax table na yan, ang magiging basis ng rate mo dyan is taxable income. Okay? While yung 8% naman, gross income naman yung magiging basis mo dyan. Okay? So magkaiba sila ng base. Siyempre, pag ikaw yung babayad ng tax, computein mo pareho, di ba? And then, tignan mo kung sa makakatipid, yun yung gawin mong option. Okay? Yung 8% na yan, ginawa yan ni BIR to simplify the taxation for low-income earners. Okay? Low-income earners, yung less than or equal to 3 million yung revenues or sales. Okay? So, ganun siya. Alright. So, So in practice, sino ba yung ano ba madalas gamitin dyan? Tax table or 8%? It depends sa business mo. Okay? Pero usually, kapag gross sales, pag nagbebenta ka ng produkto, may business ka, no? Usually, nag-avail sila ng tax table kasi, again, sa tax table kasi, taxable income, ibig sabihin, pwede mo i-deduct yung mga expenses mo. And usually, pag may business ka, meron kang, kahit pa paano, meron kang madideduct na operating expenses, tama? Compared to, let's say, nag-o-offer ka ng services, professional services, wala ka masyadong expenses doon. Kaya ang ginagawa doon, usually binibased ang ano naman, yung 8% naman is for those na nag-o-offer ng professional services or practice of profession. Kuha? So, ayan. Pero syempre, case-to-case basis yan. Yun lang yung typical, no? Pag may business, usually tax table. Pag naman nag-practice of profession, usually 8%. Okay? Pero again, may option yan. No? It depends on your, kung saan ka makakatipid, obviously. Alright. Pag naman, lumagpas ka ng 3 million, automatic, tax table ka na. Wala kang option. Tax table na yan. So, ano ba yung 3 million na yan? Bakit sobrang important yan? Iyan yung VAT threshold natin. Naalala ko nung nag-aaral pa, nung undergrad pa ako, yung VAT nun, 1.5 million. Okay? 1.5. And then, nagre-review na ako, naging 1,919,500 na. Baka naabutan niyo yung 1,919,500. Diba? Medyo weird yung number kasi I think adjusted siya sa inflation. Okay? And then, syempre, because of train law, ngayon, sa inyo, 3 million na yung VAT threshold. Okay? So, yan, yung 3 million. Tama? So, ayan. So, that's the taxation kapag business or exercise of profession. Alright? And then, mixed income. Sir, ano ba ibig sabihin ng mixed income? Ayan. Ano siya? Meron kang compensation income, meron kang business income. So, paano naman yung taxation for mixed income? Actually, ihiwalay mo yan. Okay? Ihiwalay mo yung compensation income component and then yung business, okay, or profession component. Alright? Again, kapag compensation, automatic, laging tax table. Okay? Pag, yan, yung compensation na yan, tax table lagi yan. Okay? Hindi ka pwedeng gumamit ng 8% dyan. Yung 8% mo only applies to business or profession. Okay? Pag business or profession, gagayahin mo lang to. So, meron kang gross sales, receipts, plus, okay, other operating income. So, nire-write ko lang, other operating income. Okay? And then, i-total mo sila. Tapos, i-check mo yung 3 million threshold natin. No? So, if hindi siya sobrang 3 million, ano gagamitin natin? Tax table. Okay? Or 8%. Pag naman sobra ng 3 million, automatic, tax table. Okay? Again, when I say tax table, ang ibig sabihin ko doon, yun yung graduated income tax table. Alright? So, ito yung rules natin, yung tatandaan nyo. Alright. Actually, yan lang. Sa taxation for individuals, no? Yan lang yung kailangan yung tandaan. Alright. Okay. So, pero maglalagay ako ng details, no? Yan lang yung parang overview, no? Pero syempre, may mga smaller, ano pa yan? May mga smaller details pa yan. Gagawin ko na lang na footnote, okay? Para hindi magulo yung framework natin, okay? So, maglalagay na ako ng footnotes dito, ah. So, let's say, mag-start muna tayo dito sa gross sales and receipts. A na lang, A. So, pag nalagay ko A dyan, and then naglagay ako ng A dito, ibig sabihin, yan, I'm referring to that, okay? When you say gross sales or receipts, no, medyo different yung, dyan, meaning yan sa accounting, okay? Because in tax, when you say gross sales or receipts, or gross sales, it means, siya? Net of sales returns, allowances, and discounts. Okay? Net of sales returns, allowances, and discounts. Alam natin sa accounting, ang tawag natin doon, net sales. Tama? Dito naman sa tax, ang tawag doon, gross sales. Alright? So, ayan. Just in case na may lumabas ang problem, ayan, i-deduct mo dapat yung sales returns, allowances, and discounts. Alright? What else? Okay, footnote letter B. Doon tayo sa 8%. Lagay kong B, B, 8%. Okay, ito, medyo mahaba yung discussion ko dito. 8%. Okay. Sa 8%, tandaan nyo, the 8% is in lieu of, okay, the graduated income tax, okay, and the 3% percentage tax. Ayan. So, ayan. Very, very important. Makinig kayo mabuti sa akin, ha. Okay. Sabi dyan, letter B, 8%, ha. So, re-refer ako sa 8%. And 8% daw is in lieu of the graduated income tax and the 3% percentage tax. Ano ibig sabihin ng in lieu? In lieu of. Ibig sabihin in replacement, okay? In substitution, in substitute, okay? Ibig sabihin, pag nagbayad ka ng 8%, pag pinili mo yung 8%, hindi mo na kailangan magbayad ng graduated income tax, yung tax table, and yung 3% percentage tax. Okay. Siyempre, ito medyo malilito ka sa 3% percentage tax because ano na siya, nandun na siya sa under business tax kasi yan, business tax yan eh. Ngayon, siyempre, individuals pa lang tayo, di-discuss pa lang natin, is income tax. Yung business tax, next time pa yon. To give you an idea, for the first pre-boards, lahat yon income tax. And then second pre-boards, i-discuss natin yung transfer tax, business tax, yung 3% na yan, dun pa sa business tax yan. Actually, kaya medyo nahihirapan yung mga students pag nag-aaral ng tax. Kasi, for example, ito, income tax pa lang tayo. For example, first time mong mag-aaral ng income tax. Tapos biglang papasukan agad ng mga business tax na ganyan. So, nakakalito sa students yun. Kasi wala ka pa masyadong magandang or wala ka pang background sa business tax. Okay? So, kailangan ko siya i-discuss briefly lang, okay? And then yung details niyan, yung in-depth discussion ng business tax, next time pa yon, alright? Yung pinakasikat na business tax is VAT, alright? So, explain ko sa inyo, ha? So, again, pag sinabi mong 8%, hindi ka naman babayad yung sa tax table, okay? And also the percentage tax, okay? Yung percentage tax na yan, iyon yung nandun sa section 116 of the tax code, okay? Check muna natin yung section 116. May pinost ako sa Facebook group natin na link, okay, dun sa tax code natin. So, open nyo muna yan. Kung makikita nyo dun, if you scroll down, punta ka sa section 116 or find mo na lang sec 116, makikita mo dun yung naka-entitled nun, tax on persons exempt from VAT. Okay? Pag exempt ka sa VAT, liable ka pa rin sa business tax, pero hindi na 12%. Ang babayaran mo na is 3%. Okay? Yun yung section 116. Diba? Ibig sabihin, pag nagbayad ka ng 8%, na-cover mo na yan. Hindi ka na kailangan magbayad separately ng 3%. Okay? So, yun siya. Dito, expound ko pa yan, ha? Pero, before you can avail the 8% income tax rate option, merong 3 qualifications yan. Dapat mag-qualify ka dito. Hindi basta-basta na gusto mong 8%, pwede na yan. No. You have to qualify with these 3 criteria. Number 1, dapat si individual taxpayer is non-VAT registered. Non-VAT registered. Enumerate ko muna, so isulat nyo muna, okay, and then I-explain ko later. Number 2 is that the individual taxpayer is subject to 3% OPT or percentage tax, which is under section 116. So, ulitin ko. Section 116. Okay? And then, third qualification or criteria before you can use the 3% income tax rate option is that you should not be subject, not subject to the other percentage tax under section 117. Okay. O, diba? Naguluhan na kayo kasi yung mga sections na ako binanggit, diba? Okay na, na-explain ko na yung section 116. Ibig sabihin, pag hindi ka vatable, kailangan mo pa rin magbayad ng business tax, which is the 3% percentage tax. Okay? Yun yung section 116. So, ulit natin. Before you can use 8%, dapat hindi ka VAT registered. Pag VAT registered ka, X na, hindi ka pwede mag 8%. And also, syempre, kaya dito sa 3 million, VAT registered kasi yan eh. Oh, next time. I mean, subject to VAT ka na. Anyway, so going back, so una, non-VAT registered ka. Second is, subject to 3% percentage tax ka under 116. And then, not subject to other percentage tax enumerated starting section 117. Tumingin mo tayo sa section 117 para hindi ka maguluhan, no? So, yan. Kaya nabasa ko na yung section 116. I think, familiar ka sa 117 kasi ito yung sa undergrad, ito yung minimemorize mo. Okay? So, let's say, yun yung may mga domestic carriers, may international carriers, franchises. Naalala nyo yun? Yun yung may mga ano, ilang percent yun. So, next time actually, aralin natin siya. So, may mga, ano siya, yan, tax on franchises, 2%, 3%, and then, ayan, yung mga non-bank financial intermediaries. So, ayan. Anyways, starting 117 yan. Kasi yung mga certain types of businesses na yan, yung specific businesses na yan, meron silang other percentage tax. Okay? Very specific para sa kanila. Okay? Hindi sila subject dito sa 3%. May iba silang rate. Okay? Ayan, starting 117. Again, yung qualifications, dapat hindi ka VAT registered. Second, dapat subject ka to 3% percentage tax. And 3, dapat hindi ka subject. Okay? Not subject. Not subject to OPT starting section 117. Okay? Okay. And then, furthermore, medyo bibigyan ko na kayo ng overview dun sa business tax or sa, ano natin, sa business tax. Overview lang, okay? Pag sinabi mo kasing business tax, yan, independent yan sa income tax, okay? So, pwede ka magbayad ng income tax plus business tax. Magkaiba sila, okay? Independent yan. Ngayon, yung business tax may two kinds yan, no? Merong 12%, yun yung alam natin, ang tawag natin dyan, VAT, okay? And then may 3%, ang tawag natin dyan, percentage tax, okay? So, it's either liable ka sa VAT or liable ka sa 3%. Hindi pwedeng pareho yan, ha? So, isa lang dyan. Sir, kailan ako magiging liable sa VAT? Okay, if VAT registered ka. Tama? Yun yung una, VAT registered. If VAT registered ka, hindi mo matter kung how much yung nabenta mo for the year. Lahat ang nabenta mo magiging subject to VAT. Okay? Yung next naman, if yung sales mo more than 3 million. Parang ito kanina. Okay? Pag more than 3 million, subject ka na sa VAT. Kahit hindi ka VAT registered. Okay? Kaya dito, pag 3 million, kung napansin nyo, pag more than 3 million, automatic, tax table ka, wala kang option. Okay? Kasi nga, pag sumobra ka ng 3 million, automatic, VATable ka na. Okay? Sir, kailan naman ako magiging subject to 3% percentage tax if non-VAT registered ka? Non-VAT registered. Next time, titingnan natin ano yung mga pros and cons pag VAT and non-VAT registered ka. Okay? And then, pag yung sales mo naman, hindi mas mataas sa 3 million. Okay? So, ganyan siya. Pero again, pag lumagpas ka sa 3M, automatic, VAT registered ka. Pag VAT registered ka, hindi mo na-meet to. Tama? Ibig sabihin, automatic, tax table ka. Wala ka ng 8% option. Kuha? Ayan. So, ayan. Kuha nyo yan? Ayan. So, next. Okay. Again, naglalagay lang ako ng details, ha. So, pero yung sinimulan ko kayo ng framework, okay na yun. Magagamitan natin yun. Naglalagay ako ng details para lang, ito yung mga common mistakes kasi ng students. Gusto ko, syempre, hindi kayo magkamali dito. Okay. Letter C. ABC. Dito ako mag-C, ha. Dito sa business or profession. Dito. C. Sa mixed income. Tama? Mixed income siya. Okay. Kung dito ko nalalagay yung C, okay lang? Okay, ala na kasing space eh. So, A, B, dito yung C. Okay. Kung mapapansin nyo dito, class, nakalagay dito, dun sa pag-business or profession, or practice of profession, yung 8% in excess of 250,000. Pansin nyo yan? Pero dito sa mixed income, yung 8% wala akong nilagay na in excess of 250,000. Kaya lagay natin dyan, not in excess, para malinaw, of 250,000. Okay, not in excess of 250,000. Bakit kaya? Bakit dito meron? Bakit dito wala? Okay, isipin nyo mabuti, class. Bakit sa pure business or profession, merong in excess of 250? Bakit sa mix, wala? Sir, parang lugi naman yata yung mixed income earners, Bakit kaya? Because sa mixed income, meron siyang compensation income component. Okay? Wherein, pag nag-apply ka ng tax table, yung first 250,000 nun, 0% yung tax. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, na-consider mo na yung 250,000 dito pa lang sa compensation income component. Take note, pag mixed income, isang taxpayer lang yan, pero dalawa yung sources of income niya, or at least 2. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, kapag nag-excess of 250 ka pa dito, twice mong kinakount yung 250. Tama? So, double count. Kaya ang ginawa ni BIR, pag mixed income, hindi na in-excess ng 8%. Okay? So, kasi na-take into account mo na siya dito. Good. Okay, so gets nyo na. And then last one, no? Nilalagay ko lang, no? So, yung mga, yung mga critical points lang. Letter D. Dito natin ilagay yung D. Saan na ba yun? Dito natin ilalagay yan. Sa, dito. D. Okay, 1, 2. Ayan, dito. Dalawa. 1, 2. Okay. Sa business or profession. And then, more than 3 million. Okay? More than 3 million. Okay. Lalagay mo dyan, ano rin siya? Subject to business tax. Okay? Again, pag sinabi mong business tax, it's either VAT or the 3% percentage tax. Okay? Sir, bakit, bakit dito mo siya nag-footnote sa D, sa tax table? Ano yung reason? Because kapag nag-8% ka, in lieu of the percentage tax na yan. Pag nag-8% ka, wala ka nang babayarang business tax. Okay? Pero pag nag-tax table ka, magbabayad ka pa rin ng business tax, which can be either 12% or 3%. Depende sa sales mo. Okay? Or depende sa registration mo. Okay? So, ayan. Yun yung matatandaan mo sa framework natin. Pero, dami ko sinabi, pero to simplify, no? To simplify, parang 2 steps yung gagawin mo, no? First step is, classify mo muna, no? If anong type of individual taxpayer siya. Second step is, ano yung source of income niya, okay? Pag compensation, re-recap ko lang ha. Pag compensation, gamit ka ng tax table. Pag business or profession, add mo yan. Okay, very important, no? Add mo lahat na na-receive mo during the taxable year. Huwag mo kalimutan yung other operating income. Okay? And then, very important yung 3 million threshold. Yan yung VAT threshold natin. Pag mas mababa sa 3M, may option ka. Okay? Para maalala mo na may option ka sa mas mababa sa 3M, again, yung goal ng 8% para ma-simplify yung taxation. Dun sa mga kumikita ng mas mababa. Okay? Kaya sila lang yung may option ng 8%. Again, tax table, taxable income yung basis mo. 8% gross income naman yung basis mo. So, dun ka sa mas makakatipid ka. I-compute mo separately. Okay? And then, tandaan mo lang, in excess of 250 yan. Okay? Pag 3 million, lumagpas ka ng 3 million, automatic tax table. Pag mix naman, ihiwalay mo lang, compensation income, always tax table. Pag naman business or profession, same process. Ang magiging difference lang is, walang excess of 250K yung 8% mo dito. Wow, yun yung magiging framework natin. Sige, para mas ma-appreciate nyo, no, i-apply natin yan as we answer our exercises for today. Ayoko sanang i-erase to para makakapag-refer tayo. Okay lang ba? Ganito na lang. Lagyan ko na lang ng ano to. Okay? So, ayan, lagyan ko na lang siya ng divider. Dito na lang ako maglalagay ng solution. Okay lang ba? Medyo maliit pero kasi mahalaga to. Mas gusto ko nagre-refer tayo dito. Para alam nyo kung paano siya ginagamit. Okay? So, sige. Let's go to our problem. So, get your calculators, get your handouts. Ayan, magko-compute naman tayo. Alright. Ready? Let's go to problem number 1. Okay. So, page 14, no? Problem number 1. Nakita nyo na, Miss Y operates. Nakita nyo yan? Miss Y operates a pharmaceutical store and offers tax preparation services to her clients. Okay. In 2021, her gross sales amounted to 800,000 in addition to her receipts from tax preparation services of 300,000. Doon muna tayo sa first sentence and then apply natin siya. Ano yung classification ni Miss Y dito? Wala sinabi, di ba? Assume natin na resident citizen siya. So, taxable siya sa lahat ng kinita niya. Okay. Next is, anong klaseng income yan? Dito sa tatlo, ano siya? Saan siya nag-fall? Compensation income ba yan? No, hindi naman siya employed, di ba? Meron daw siyang pharmaceutical store, di business yun. Nag-offer daw siya ng tax preparation services, di profession yun. Tama? So, nagpo-fall siya dito sa pangalawa. Hindi siya mixed income kasi wala namang compensation dyan eh. Tama? Okay. And then, kumita daw siya ng 800 from pharmaceutical store. Sa tax preparation naman, 300,000. Okay. Scenario 1, if she already signified her intention to be taxed at 8% income tax rate in her first quarter return, how much is the tax due in 2021? Okay. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung ginamit niya. Nag-8% siya. Tama? So, nag-8% siya. Qualified ba siya sa 8%? Well, pag in-add mo yung kinita niya, 1.1 million, uy, below 3 million, pwede. Di ba? So, pwede yung 8%. And take note, no? Underline mo dyan yung signified her intention, tapos yung in her first quarter return. Okay, ganito yan. Every quarter kasi yung filing mo, di ba? Ngayon, dapat, kung ano yung pinili mo sa first quarter, irrevocable na yun for the next 3 quarters, for the rest of the taxable year. Okay, irrevocable na yun. So, kaya, pag 8% ka ng first quarter, succeeding quarters, 8% na yun. Tama? Pag nag-tax table ka ng first quarter, succeeding quarters, tax table na yun. Diba? Irrevocable na yun. So, dapat ingat ka kung kailan mo gagamitin yan. Okay, so tingnan natin, how much is the tax due in 2021? Okay, so problem number 1, scenario 1. Scenario 1. So, paano natin isosolve yan? Medyo maliit yung handwriting ko ngayon compared sa ibang sessions natin kasi ayoko ma-erase to no? So, syempre, add lang natin yan, no? Diba, sabi ko dito, ano gagawin natin? Pag sama-samahin mo lahat ng na-receive niya, and then multiply mo sa 8%. Ganun kasimple. So, gross sales, 800,000. Okay? Gross receipts. Okay? How much? 300,000. Tama ba? Ang total natin dito is 1.1 million. Okay? Oh, wag mong kalimutan. Di ba? Di ba? In-circle ko pa yan. Wag mong kalimutan yan. Bawas mo yung 250,000 dyan. May exempt ka dyan na 250,000. 1.1 million minus 250,000, 850,000. Ang tawag natin sa 850,000, yun yung taxable income natin. Taxable income. Nakuha nyo so far? So, in-add ko lang yung dalawa, minus the exempt 250,000. I arrived at 850,000 which I call taxable income, syempre. Times natin siya saan? 8%, right? Get your calculators, no? Compute with me, 850,000 times 0.08. Okay, 0.08, 68,000. Letter A. 68,000 income tax due, letter A. Alright? Gets yan? Okay. Clear naman siguro, no? Number 1, madali lang siya. Scenario 2, if she failed to signify her intention to be taxed at 8% income tax rate. Pag wala kang, pag wala kang sinabi, okay? Pag wala kang pinili between 8% and tax table, automatic, tax table ka, okay? Dapat piliin mo sa 8% before mo siya ma-avail. And she incurred cost of sales and operating expenses amounting to 600, 200. How much is the tax due in 2021? Okay, scenario 2. Scenario 2. Okay? Gross sales, ano ka lang? Isulat ulit natin. Gross sales, 800,000. Okay? Gross receipts, tama? 300,000. Okay? And then, syempre, ano yung mga deductions mo dito? Can you deduct yung cost of sales and operating expenses? Definitely, di ba? Kasi, ano siya, yun yung difference natin sa, sa 8% and tax table. Pag 8%, wala kang deductions na business expenses and cost of sales. Okay? Kasi nga, based dun sa gross mo. Tama? Pag tax table naman, pwede ka mag-take advantage dun sa expenses and cost of sales mo. Because yung basis of your tax is the taxable income. Okay? So, cost of sales or cost of goods sold, lagay natin dyan 600,000. OPEX, deductible din yan. OPEX natin is 200,000. So, how much yan? 800 plus 300, 1.1 minus 6, 500,000 minus 200, 300,000. Okay? 300,000 natin, we call this the taxable income. TI na lang lagay ko, wala ng space eh. Taxable income. Paano natin ko-compute yung niyan? Using the tax table. Okay, so, punta kayo dun sa G-sheets natin. Number 1, graduated income tax table. Nakita nyo na? Okay, so, tignan natin ha. Nilagyan ko din ng number. Napansin nyo ba? Para at least pag nagre-refer ako dito, sasabihin ko lang kung anong row, okay? Ayan, nakita niyo yung, so sabi, taxable income, di ba? So, over and but not over, nakita niyo yan? Over but not over, and then, do you have the corresponding rate? Obviously, 300,000 yan, doon siya sa number 2, tama? Over 250 but not over 400,000. Yung number 2 na yan, ako lang naglagay niyan, para lang reference lang natin. Mas madali yung maintindihan yung sabi ko. Okay, so paano siya? 20% of the excess over 250,000. Okay, 20% of the excess over 250. So, excess daw ng 250. Okay, so minus 250 ko to. Yung excess niyan is 50,000. Tama lang? And then, ilang percent? 20%. Okay, 50,000 times 20%, 10,000. That's why answer here is letter A. Okay, for problem 1, scenario 1A, problem 1, scenario 2, it's still A. So, ganun siya. Ganun gumamit ng tax table. Tingnan mo lang kung saan siya magpo-fall. And then, ayan, nag-fall siya sa second row natin. In excess daw of 250, 20%. O, ayan, excess of 250 is 50,000 times 20%, 10,000. Income tax due for Miss A, assuming scenario, or Miss Y, assuming scenario 2 is letter A, 10,000. Sir, kailangan ba namin kabisaduhin yung graduated income tax table na yan? Ha? Answer is no. Hindi kailangan kabisaduhin yan. Bibigyan ka ni BOA niyan. Usually may copy yan sa likod, okay, ng exam paper mo. Doon ka magre-refer, okay? Pero kung gusto mo i-memorize, wala namang problema, di ba? Yung mga ano dyan, magaling mag-memorize, pwede rin naman, di ba? Para hindi ka na-refer doon sa table natin, okay? Ikaw bahala. Sige, so let's go to number 2. Okay. Let's go to number 2. Mr. X, a prominent business owner. Nakita niyo yan? Okay lang ba? I-erase ko na to agad para at least hindi natin siya magalaw. Okay? Para magre-refer tayo lagi dyan. Okay. So, erase ko na to. Let's proceed to problem number 2. Okay. So, okay lang ba yung ginagawa kong approach sa tax? Parang medyo sobrang basic nung pagkakaano ko. Medyo parang yun nga, ina-assume ko na hindi masyadong maganda yung background nyo sa tax, no? Medyo inuunti-unti ko siya. Kung mapapansin nyo rin yung handouts natin, wala pa yan yung sobrang complicated na questions, no? Wala yan yung parang sama-sama na yung concepts. Kasi pag ginanon ko yun, malilito kayo. Gusto ko medyo, baby steps lang, no? And then before yung first pre-boards natin, doon ako magbibigay sa inyo na mas mahihirap na questions. Okay? Additional questions natin sasagutan natin in class. Kasi by then, na-discuss na natin yung gross income, na-discuss na natin yung deductions, exclusions. Kasi pag dito pa lang, binigyan ko na kayo ng merong mga gross income, may mga deductions, exclusions, malilito na kayo, di ba? Kasi first part pa lang tayo, individuals pa lang, sinasamahan ko na agad ng kung ano-anong concept. So ayoko ng ganun. Build muna natin yung foundation nyo, and then soon, actually kahit naman ito lang kaya nyo nasagutan yung mga nasa review materials, no, yung mga other references nyo. Pero soon, mas magdadagdag lang tayo ng complications, okay? Para yun na yung mastery natin. So for now, gusto ko yung foundation muna natin, yun muna yung i-build natin, okay? Because I believe na maraming students, no, maraming BS accountancy graduates na hindi maganda yung background sa tax. So that's why medyo mabagal yung discussion ko sa tax. Okay, let's go to number 2. Mr. X, a prominent business owner, selling calculators to CPALE takers, signified his intention to be taxed at 8%, okay, income tax rate on gross sales in his first quarter income tax return. He has no other source of income. Okay, saan siya magpo-fall dito? Una, resident citizen siya. Walang sinabi sa problem. Saan siya magpo-fall? Pangalawa ulit, nagbebenta siya, may business siya. Tama? Business income. Okay. His total sales and cost of sales are as follows. So, per quarter. Okay. Ito yung sales per quarter. Hindi siya cumulative. So, per quarter siya. Sales per quarter. Okay. Focus muna tayo sa sales. 500, first quarter. Second quarter, 500. Third quarter, 2 million. Fourth quarter, 3.5 million. What is his income tax due? Kaya dapat, alam mo to dapat master mo yan Because anong nangyari dito sa problem number 2, nag 8% siya nung first quarter. Sir, di ba sabi mo, pag pumili ka ng irrevocable na siya? Yes, irrevocable siya. Except, pag nag 8% ka, tapos sumobra ka sa 3 million. Kasi ang assumption mo dito, mababa ka sa 3 million, tama? And because ang isa sa mga criteria mo, non-VAT registered ka. Pag sumobra ka na sa 3 million, automatic VAT registered ka. Tama? 12% yan. Okay? So in this case, sumobra siya sa 3 million nung fourth quarter na. So ibig sabihin, nung first, second, and third quarter, pwede siya mag 8%. Pero dun sa fourth quarter, tax stable na siya. Wow, sige. Paano gagawin natin dyan? I-compute natin yung babayaran niya per quarter. Okay? So, doon muna tayo sa first quarter. Q1. Okay? Q1. Q2. And then Q3. Sige nga, sabayan niyo ako mag-compute. Actually, madali lang naman yan kasi 8% lang yan nung, nung sales niya. Tama? Sige nga, quarter 1, 500,000. Hindi ko susulat sabayan niyo lang ako. 500,000 times 8% ba yan? Ha? Don't forget this. Ayan. O, diba? Nakalimutan na natin agad. Minus pa yung 250,000. Okay? So, sige. Ulit natin Quarter 1, so, sabayan niyo ako. 500,000 minus 250,000. Okay? Times 8%. Na-compute nyo ba yung 20,000? Quarter 1 is 20,000. Paano ginawa ko? Sales na 500 minus 250. Okay? Times 8%, 20,000. One yan. Ngayon, sa second quarter naman, so ibig sabihin, kailangan mong bayaran yan sa first quarter in 20,000. Sa second quarter naman, paano? Yung computation, cumulative siya. Okay? Cumulative siya. So, instead of using sales na 500,000 for second quarter, i-add mo yung sa first quarter. Tama? 500 plus 500, 1 million na yun. Sige nga, compute natin, 1 million. Huwag mo kalimutan i-minus yung 250,000. Minus 250,000. 1 million minus 250,000 times 8%. Na-compute nyo ba yung 60,000? 60,000. Pero take note, yung computation natin yung cumulative yun. Tama? So, ibig sabihin, as of end ng second quarter, dapat nagbayad ka na ng total na 60. And nagbayad ka na ng 20 nung first. Minus mo pa yung 20,000 na yan. Kaya sa second quarter, kailangan magbayad ka ng 40,000. Nakuha niyo yung procedure. So, cumulative yung computation natin and then ma-minus mo yung binayad mo na. Okay? So, ayan, binayaran mo na yan. 20 and 40. Sige nga, kung naiintindihan nyo talaga, dapat masabayan nyo na ako sa third quarter. Okay? Add ko lahat ng sales. First quarter, 500. Second quarter, 500. Third quarter, 2 million. Total sales, 3 million. Minus 250,000. Okay? 2,750. Multiply ko by 8%. 220,000. Ma-minus ko yung 20 tsaka 40. 220 minus 20 minus 40. Make sure you get 160,000. 160,000. Okay? If hindi nag-exceed ng 3 million, ganyan din yung proseso for fourth quarter. Yung problem here is, nag-exceed na, di ba? Kasi 500 plus 500 plus 2M, 3 million, plus 3.5, 6.5 million na yung sales niya for the year. Paano gagawin natin, sir, doon? Automatic, prospectively, ang gagawin mo dyan, magiging tax table, subject to tax table ka na, okay? Pwede mo siyang i-minus. Pwede mong gawing credits yan. Pwede mo gawing tax credits. Pag sinabi mong tax credits, pwede mong i-minus yun sa income tax payable mo. Okay? So, paano gagawin natin dyan? Kailangan compute mo yung buong year. Okay? So, ganito gagawin ko dyan, So, sa buong year, total sales, okay? 500 plus 500 plus 2 million plus 3.5, 6.5 million. Okay? And again, pag tax table ka na, pwede ka na mag-deduct ng cost of sales mo and operating expenses. Sige nga, compute natin yung cost of sales or COGS. 300,000 plus 300 plus 1.2 million plus 1.2 million, 3 million. Na-compute niyo yung 3 million? Yes, 3 million. And then, total natin yung OPEX natin. 120 plus 120 plus 480 plus 720. Ulit, wala ako. 120 plus 120 plus 480 plus 720. Did you get 1,440,000? Yes, 1,440,000. Again, sir, bakit mina-minus mo yan? Kasi pag tax table, ang basis mo na taxable income. Pwede mo nang i-minus yung COGS and OPEX na yan. Alright? So, how much yung taxable income natin? TI na lang TI. Ayan, TI. Mga nagdodota dyan, di ba? TI. 6.5 minus 3 million minus 1,440. 2,060,000. Make sure nakuha mo yung taxable income na 2,060,000. Okay, sige nga. Punta tayo sa tax table natin. Okay, so refer to the tax table. Pwede mong screenshot yan or i-save or ikaw bahala. Okay? Saan siya magpo-fall dito? 2,060,000. Tama ba dun siya sa row number 5? Okay? 490,000 plus 32% of the excess of 2 million. Nakita niyo yan? Tama? Kasi 2,060,000 Dun siya sa ano? Over 2 million but not over 8 million. So 490,000 daw, yung tax due is equal to 490,000 plus excess plus ano daw? 490,000 plus 32% of the excess over 2 million. So minus 2, So, 2,060,000 minus 2 million. Tama? Ito yung excess of 2 million, which is actually 60,000. Multiply natin by 32% dyan, add natin yung 490,000. Sige nga, 2,060,000 minus 2 million times 32% plus 490,000. Make sure nakuha mo yung 509,200. 509,200. Nasaan yung 509,200? Uy, wala sa choices. Diba? Kasi yung 509,200 na yan, it's for the whole year. Okay? Don't forget, nagbayad ka na nito. Tama? How much in total yan? 20 plus 40 plus 160, 220,000. Minus mo yung credits mo, yung income tax paid. Okay? So, ito yung income tax due. And then yung paid mo is 100, income tax already paid, no? 220,000. Okay? Yung payable mo pa is minus 220,000. 289,200. Income tax payable or income tax due, letter A, 289,200. Gets? Letter A, 289,200.